Challenger League Finals, Parker. These are the two teams that came in for Outlast. When you look at the matches where you want to see that improvement, this is going to be...
Outlast are going to be quick to the punch. TrevMac, in particular, in very effectively, and he'll find the very first pick. He'll find two, actually, for his trouble. Down goes Packer, down goes... Time management really important on a map like Labs. Only 20 seconds to go. You wouldn't think that from the pacing that we're seeing. Bino taking one, traded out immediately by Nesta. Nesta finds another. TrevMac with 2 kills. Nesta with 2 kills. Who will find the 5th? It's Mike W. For a while, he was ForFun's best rated player, and they've got him on the run. He'll not be able to stop Veronix's defuse. So while time was running out, Outlast will prolong this, and Veronix is the one to get the job done.
Know that somebody went up here in the prep phase, but they're not playing as if they expect this to be free. Okay, there we go. Veronix almost misses that as he's staring the wrong way, but flicks around.
Poison. I mean, it's still poison. He might die either way, but the hope is that you can bring somebody down with you. And Mike W. collecting his first kill. He was unsuccessful in the previous round to do anything when left in a clutch or kick scenario. He's isolated by Millie. Really good job by OL.
Their way down Cargo to try to make this plant happen. No great plant spots down there. Ideally, you're gonna have to work your way back behind Pillar, but with TrevMac on the Monty, that's very doable.
Millie will find yet another, the highest rated player on this team heading into today. He will join 2 other players on Outlast, make that 3 in total. Veronix, though, dead with 2 kills to their name. TrevMac finding an opening to walk on in as Packer has 1 gas canister remaining. TrevMac trying to pull off that defuse kit. Silo and Packer will need some coverage here. Packer finds Nesta. Millie will find his 3rd kill, and Logan on
his team to a successful round win even once. Here comes a big swing from Packer, hoping to get the momentum for his team, and he will do so, shutting down Millie, the star of round. Thermite after Util's gone off. Here comes the Monty starting to make things difficult. TrevMac calling for his team once again, but Packer is standing tall and electrical. Beautiful second frag onto Logan, and a 3rd. Not quite there. It is right onto Veronix. They will clean up with this attack coming in from Connector side.
On the side of ForFun, one of the 2 leaders, I should say, because it's so hard to really base it off of that. Still something that we've been trying to keep track of, because we do feel like the meta is shifting more towards the attackers with all this information. Nesta's going to get pick number 1, but ForFun will immediately trade that one back. Volspur still holding up this position on rafters with teammates within striking distance. That's a rough loss for Outlast here, Jesse, as they've lost their shield, they've lost their Finka. Down goes the Dokkaebi as well. They want to get into this building very quickly. We're only...
Kind of a miracle. Defuse get across the map. It was actually a jump in from TrevMac. Looks like they were trying to fake this top floor clear. Nice shot. Hold on. Millie might make this possible. They got pings on this guy, too.
Millie's 4 kills will be all she wrote as he's managed to put those together across those 4 rounds. Mike W shuts him down, and now it's Nesta in pursuit. Mike W not expecting Nesta in this position. On the run, isolate the smoke, do some serious damage. You have to be worried about those traps strewn about. Deathmark will finally finish off, and it's an SAS shotgun duel that Bino wins. ForFun have tied the game.
Nice try by Net.
Why bother? Why take the engagement, especially if you know there are shields on the board? You've got your utility. This is a big map. You can sit and wait and be a bit patient. Mike W was playing on this middle floor and went undroned. It will come back to haunt Veronix as there's Packer taking down Nesta. That's both the shields removed from action as Volspur goes fishing with that boss G, almost catches Millie. This is a great answer on the side of ForFun as Mike W will find another silo on the board. And how about a flawless round, Jesse? All of a sudden out of nowhere, ForFun snap. Worried about the reluctance in the side of Outlast here is, I mean, obviously not the same situation, but you don't want them to bottle a lead. Down goes Packer on the initial fight. Millie shutting down Mike W, who's doing some really good work. Logan, a tussle over on rafters. Volspur with 2, and he'll find a 3rd. My goodness.
Versus SSG, do they have the mental to try to piece together some of these attacks?
Some good points being brought up there from the desk.
The mental up so that you can win these sites that you're supposed to win.
Oh, Nesta. Oh my goodness.
Nobody's in there at the moment, so he's not going to find much, but this space is free for the taking. Once the toxic babes run out, once the fire grenades run out, this will be some really nice push pressure coming out from ForFun.
Mike W with another Millie on the board, shuts down Mike, immediately fried by Volspur to his side, and now TrevMac will attempt to pick up the pieces, but Bino says no thanks. Outlast plummeting the breach, but he's trailing Mike W and eager to make up for lost time. Packer, the best rated player on ForFun, and there's one. There's another. 3 kills as Packer sits in the same position, and OL will need to pick up the pieces. Quite a 1-2 punch on the side of ForFun as Mike W gets on the board as well. Nesta managing to get out of his position, but a 4K from Packer to do some serious damage, and now there's a retake from above. Veronic's very active. Bino's been downed. There goes the Thorn, so Millie's found.
Reloading.
And suddenly, the 2 offsite players walking right into the waiting arms of ForFun, and Volsper's found a second for his troubles. Nesta and Trevmac will need to clutch. Mike W now finding another one. And Trevmac, the leader of this team. They always say the captain goes down with the ship. The ship's sinking. Can Trevmac bail them out, or is his time over? Oh boy, Volsper says that's enough.
To go, standing by for us after the win, and a great individual performance from him. Mike, congrats on the win. This one was a good one and a swift one after those first 2 rounds, but can you talk to me about the pivot between that second round and the third? We saw Packer get agitated. We saw him, definitely bringing some heat in the comms. What changed between that moment and the rest of the game when you just went for the sweep?
I think I'm definitely Packer yelling there, like you mentioned. You got everybody, to understand we need to play to not be scared, right? Which we know we're not scared, but it's also we're looking to play discipline and not give them a way into the game, because they're not a good team, so it's like, why would we give them that opportunity? But we did it to a degree where it just hurt us more than anything.
Well, congrats to you, Mr. Mike Dub. And something I want to know is, I love watching you guys play. You guys seem to play with a ton of confidence, despite being a lot of younger players and rookies. And I just want to know, from you, where does that confidence kind of come from? Because you guys are not afraid to play some of the top teams. Obviously today was Outlast, but you're not afraid to make plays, go for solo plays. We've seen Packer a couple times even just sneaking up the breach, just peeking out. Not afraid to go for any 50-50s. So where does that confidence kind of come from?
I think it definitely. It starts at the leadership, right, with Bino and with Packer, and I think they're both great leaders, and they never show a lack of confidence or any sense of fear, and I think that kind of rubs off on everyone else. I also, for me personally, I can say that I play with confidence because I know I can hang. I've known for a while that I can hang. Since SI 25 quals, I for sure knew I could hang. I've thought since before that, but it's just confidence, because we know what we're capable of, and we know that playing scared's only going to hurt us. It's going to hurt us more than if we were to play overly confident, and we know that's what teams don't expect out of us, is the most confidence.
Well, Mike, you were clearly hanging on the rim here, dunking on all of Outlast this series. 12 and 7, great performance from you. I kind of want to navigate and pick your brain is, what have been the biggest obstacles for you coming into the league, and obviously going from kickoff, coming into now, and just all the hurdles you've gone through and the team has gone through to kind of persevere into today and make sure that you guys are going to be in tip-top by the end of this group stage?
I think the biggest hurdle as a team has just been figuring out our identity and how we want to play. We have had the issue of where we have too many ideas, we have too many voices, too many people, with Bino and then Packer being also a big voice on top of Bino, and then me also being a voice, and then our coach as well. So strategically, there's a lot of voices. We want to really refine our identity and make sure we kind of stick to one idea, even if that idea is, comes from, the collective idea. But I think that's been the biggest thing, is really just refining our team identity. For me individually, I think after kickoff, between kickoff and stage 1, for me, it was just ego got in the way a lot and got in the way of our practice sometimes. And I think that hurt the team in practice. But I think we've worked through that. The guys have been great about that. They've given me a lot of grace. So I think things are looking up.
Love to hear it.
Yeah, well, appreciate your time as always, Mike W. Congratulations on the win. A big 3 points going forward into the rest of stage 1. Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Well, Mike W, one of two players here who had very impressive individual performances. It was both him and Packer leading the way for ForFun Esports. It really was that turnaround. From that second round to the third, they then proceed to win 7 rounds in a row, and they were a huge part of it.
Yeah, I think with what he mentioned of obviously Packer being